Investment is like water. It will flow to the path of least resistance. Businesses told us all the time they wanted to invest in Pennsylvania, but our slow permitting process and antiquated system made it much more difficult for them to do so.
We have to be able to build in this country. And I think difficulties with permitting today cause projects to cost too much, take too long, and really discourage investment from developers on building the built infrastructure that this country needs.
We need economic opportunity, and the only way we have economic opportunity is if we get shovels in the ground, and you can't get shovels in the ground without permits in place.
One of the challenges America faces and Pennsylvania faces is that the permitting process is too bureaucratic, it's too slow, it costs an enormous amount of time and money.
That's why we worked in a bipartisan manner to get real reforms done to improve the permitting process.
I don't think that the business community is really asking for too much whenever they say that they want certainty, predictability, and efficiency in their permitting process. Anyone who is a good government steward should say, yes, we want to deliver those things.
The SPEED program that was passed in conjunction with the 2024 budget cycle opened the realm of possibilities for reforms in transportation, in permitting and energy, and has already led to a 40% reduction in timelines for completion of projects.
What the SPEED program does was, number one, it allows third-party reviewers to come in and augment the DEP staff so it can expedite the overall process and get permits done faster.
You can skip the line and have your permit application reviewed by a qualified professional.
You know, in the old world, in Pennsylvania, you get stuck in this abyss of permitting where you don't exactly know what the status is of your project. But now there is a portal, right? And there's full transparency as to where you are in the process, which sounds like a small thing, but everybody in in the business community can appreciate that certainty has enormous value.
Because we are competing against our neighboring states, we are competing against nations across this globe for economic opportunity.
And so Pennsylvania needs to put its best foot forward, and America needs to put its best foot forward in terms of a permitting system that allows us to make the investments we need to ensure we are leaders in the world.
Pennsylvania is a bipartisan state, right, where you have to bring both the left and the right together on these issues.
We have a Democratic governor, a Democratic House, a Republican Senate. That means we need to have compromise to get any progress on any issue across the finish line.
Permitting reform still means responsible projects, protecting the environment, making sure that projects are done safely and properly, but also promptly.
We can expedite the permitting process without changing any of our environmental standards that protect our air, land, and water.
I think we're showing that it can be done, that you can have a process that is predictable, efficient, transparent, and consistent, and you can still have very robust environmental protections.
We recognize there's a balance, and I believe what we did was achieve that balance.
We at Arnold Ventures focus on what we believe are our country's biggest problems. When we look ahead and think of what this country needs in order to prosper, infrastructure, broadly defined, is incredibly important.
We work across the nation, and Pennsylvania is really at the forefront of a handful of states that are leading the nation in permitting reform.
We have more work to do. Pennsylvania has the ability to be the most competitive state in the country to do business. This is not the last step. This is the first step. Let's get back to work.